Alrighty, welcome back to Weenie Trades. We had a crazy thirsty Thursday here at Weenie Trades Live. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how we nailed the low of the day in SPY, where I'm also going to be talking about how you can make money as the market drops. And I'm also going to be talking about how the SPY is super important for most stocks. If the SPY is falling, most stocks are falling. If the SPY is moving up, most stocks tend to move up. A few stocks are independent of the SPY, but for the most part, you can generally feel the tide of the market. And I'm also going to be talking about how we predicted the next 5 hours of price action on SPY almost perfectly on the SPY. So here's that clip right now. SPY prediction. Should I just draw out what I think is going to happen? Well, as of right now, potentially something like this. I normally don't predict price action. I usually just react to price action, but it was definitely fun to be able to predict the SPY and basically gather this trend or before it completely happened. So it was crazy. So let's get right into the trades. Our day trading was on fire as usual. Let's get into our SPY short trade. So SPY, we had this nice, good equilibrium right here. We made high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high. We're pinching into a range. And then we started to break down out of the triangle pattern, and I went short the SPY right underneath this key support area, 389.25. SPY was gapping down. This is an important level. Look how we came up to it, fiddled with it, came above it, held it as support, came down, closed above it, held it as support, came down, closed it as support, and then look, we rallied up, held it as support. So this is a really bold support level. So if we're breaking that on an intraday time frame, I'm going to want to go short on that level because it means that the buyers are no longer holding it up, especially after an equilibrium like that. Boom, we get this nice, good pull down. I said I was targeting at least about the 388 level, and I said I was willing to survive a pullback rally. Well, we got a pullback rally right to resistance. This was supposed to be support. Since it wasn't support, then it became resistance from the bottom side, and we started to roll over. I went ahead and actually shorted SPY again, right about there underneath 388.38. Boom, we nailed the low of the day. That goes based off this support, 387.70, and that is basically from this little area, this little congestion right here, the previous candle close from a few days ago, a few weeks ago. So that was super important. We were extended, and once we made the lower low and spiked up, that's how I know that this is important, that could be the low of the day. Just like the triangle pattern had high volume as it started to break down, that shows you that people are watching it. On the low of the day, we also had high volume, which could be capitulation. The volume was pretty low, so the market, I wasn't expecting to get a major sell-off. And then right about here, once we broke out of this resistance right here, 388.56, I said the low of the day is in on SPY. And people at Weenie Trades Live were like, how do you know that's the low of the day? I was like, I don't know for sure it's the low of the day, but it's most likely the low of the day based on experience, the way the volume is acting, the way we made a lower low, then spiked up. So that just really helped. And then we basically gave that prediction later on. We just drew those trend lines, and SPY followed that almost to a T. Was a little bit off on the timing on the bull flag, but basically almost to the levels, nice key support levels, key areas of resistance generally. So that was really exciting. So that was the SPY. And I'm just going to go over quickly some of our other day trades. TWLO, TWLO, reported amazing earnings, and I actually called this one out pre-market. TWLO I like over 551, but I adjusted that once we put in a nice good, so first morning of the candle, the first morning candle, the first candle of the day, we moved up, we sold off, we pulled back a little bit. I said TWLO I like over 446. So what did I do? I went long on TWLO at 446 right over here with the stop just underneath 442.64. Boom, we get this nice good push up, and as we started to curl back in, I went ahead and took my profits right at about 451.64. Easy $600 into $800. And the reason I kind of felt like that was going to be an area of resistance was because of the pre-market levels. If we kind of look at this pre-market area, look how we kind of moved up, pulled back, and then we got this nice good little base. Well, that tells me that that level is super important. So I'm just going to draw that. I'm going to right click. I'm going to extend this to the right. And look, where did we basically hit the high of the day? Right about there, 457.44, TWLO. There it was, and then they did a share offering later in the day. And next up, we did a Peloton quick day trade. I'm going to clear the drawing set real quick, and then look, we had this nice, good textbook setup for Weenie Trades. Move up, pull back, and then as we started to curl up, this is a nice easy setup because I like to buy those bull pullbacks, nice healthy retracement. This is the former resistance, now it's support. So now we're lifting off from support, nice low risk entry. I can put my stop right underneath 137. We're long from 138. And we get this nice good push up. We pull back. I add to Peloton over 139.22, raise my stop up to 138.46, and we moved up and then started to pull back. I took my profits right off at about 139.73 just because that 140 is going to be a psychological resistance. People like to sell at whole numbers. And look, right over here, we put in this bear flag. We sold off, based it, and then broke down. That tells me that this area is important, and I'm going to bold this, and that shows me that that's a general area of resistance. As you can see, as we get close to that level, Peloton sold off. So hopefully you enjoyed the breakdown. Hit the like button if you did and you learned something new. Be sure to subscribe if you want to get better at navigating the markets. SPY is super important. Knowing that SPY had its low of the day and really helped us in the rest of our trades for the day. And be sure to watch this all live at Weenie Trades Live. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. See ya.